So welcome here on this early Thursday night as we see WCU Crimson going against Wayne State College, with the first map being Ilios. We see the starting lineup for WCU Crimson being Nona, Ultra Cook, Zero, Loose Goose, and Megusaka, with the starting lineup for Wayne State being Moose Milk, Ginger Hair, Frambe, Whispers, and Waffle Art. We will see Nona and Moose Milk going head-to-head on the tank, with Ultra Cook, Zero going against Ginger Hair and Frambe on the DPS. And then we'll see Whispers and Waffle Art going against Megusaka and Goose in support. We do see the standard combo coming out for WCU Crimson, with Nona being on the Diva, as well as the Genji, the Nano Blade, with Megusaka on Ana and Ultra Cook on Genji, his main. We see Goose pulling out a Zenyatta, something I haven't seen a lot of, but since Megusaka has came in and took over Ana, Goose has had to find a new support. We do see on the side of Wayne State, we see a Genji as well from them, as well as a Sombra and a Zarya coming out for Moose Milk here, and it's going to be a fight on point where I would prefer you take the controls, Zach, because I suck at them. Anyway, so we see the fight on point with so. Anyway, sorry about that. Our coach was finishing up his preparation for our games later tonight. We do see Ginger Hair finding a majority of their team, as it does look like WCU will reset with Zero just going back to spawn, waiting for the regroup. Got any comments so far, Zach?
It's about to get real.
Let's see. So we got WSC taking an early lead in alt powers here. They're holding point, holding us WCU back quite a bit. Megusaka gets the first ult for WCU.
We do see the Nano come out on the Genji, just trying to find some kills, but we do see Frambe take out both Zero and Goose. Very much looking for a reset again for WCU Crimson.
Nona gets a pick on Frambe. WCU will get a reset, 5-on-4 here. Won't last too long, as Frambe will come back pretty quickly.
Yep. Something I have noticed from the past couple games is WCU Crimson is struggling against the new Sombra, as the Sombra is just getting in the backline almost every map and messing with the Zenyatta, whoever is playing it, whether it's Goose or Majorshan on that Zenyatta. We do see a Grav come out, finding both supports in Zero. Nona might find Frambe here, but it does look like he is backing out to just reset. And we see Ultra Cook having Genji Blade. We see Zero going for touch. It does look like she will make it for the touch starting overtime, but we will need to get to the point rather quickly here, as Nona does find all the heals, and he does find the IMO. Or Zero finds the IMO, I mean, with her ultimate, also finding Whispers. Ginger Hair does take out Ultra Cook before he can hit that Nano Blade, but WCU overall wins the point and will begin to climb up to that 99% hopefully. And we do see Nano ready for the Blade if we do decide to go Nano Blade. Very good pick there from Goose, finding the Sombra with the sleep from Megusaka. Which we do see the Genji Blade do go out there and does find their entire team, minus the Sombra.
That was a good hold there by WCU. Again, need to hold them at least 2 more rounds to hopefully clinch this one out. But basically, they cannot give up point at this point.
Yep.
WCU gets 1 pick there.
The Sombra is
1
getting
for
around
1.
behind, trying to find point, though. I did notice that as we saw Ultra Cook getting there. And the Sombra does get to point along with the Zarya. Let's hope that we can get a good reset. We don't see a swap to Lucio here, something I would have expected just to try and get a touch on point. But Wayne State College, or WSC, will take the first point of Ilios.
Overall, I think it kind of just came down to Wayne State taking that first point and kind of just holding WCU back early on. Once WCU got out, it seemed like it was a much closer fight, but...
Yep. We're going to see Lighthouse as the second map, and we do see the Lucio come out this time. It looks like we're going for a brawl comp here with a May Reaper and a BAP, which might play a factor into this team, as it looks like they are somewhat doing the same, except they have chosen to go with the Sojourn and Genji still, in terms of DPS. Oh, and they switched to the Kiriko, which this is the first week in NECC that Kiriko can be played. Torb and Bastion are still banned, as with the glitches that were happening earlier, but Kiriko is finally into the comp scene, hoping that she might be able to provide some useful heals.
WCU hopping on point early. See if they can hold it out here.
We do find the ammo field early, which hopefully will provide use, but Ginger Hair does find Goose, and Moose Milk finds the ammo, and Moose Milk also finds BAP. So we are down all of our heals currently in this fight, but we did take point, so we are getting percent while this fight goes on. But it does look like Wayne State will just take right back over as we reset on point. We see Goose waiting for Nona to come out for some speed boost here, just to get him back into the fight quicker.
Got WCU taking the high ground here. WSC does not keep anyone on point. They all push to that middle ground.
We do see a wall try and go out there, trying to find that Zarya by herself. We do find the Zarya, though, and the Sojourn, and it comes down to Cassidy sticking Nona, but not finding the kill, as WCU will take back point. Kiriko's by herself, but she does get the TP out, and Zero and Nona will go back to point to regroup with the team.
This is a much better start for WCU than last map.
We do see Nona having grab, as it looks like the grab is popped, but it is a trading kills, as it's a 1v1 almost on point, except Zero is coming in from respawn and does get the pick on the Cassidy, but runs right into the rest of their team for a quick swoop pick on Zero. We do see 3 ults in the way of WCU, about to have Reaper Blossom, Lucio Beat, and Blizzard coming out from May, while from the side of WSC, we only see Sojourn with her overclock ability, which might prove useful if the Sojourn can hit her shots with the snipers. We are recapturing point, something that is interesting that WSC would let us do. We do see the Blizzard come out, finding almost their entire team, but we do see Overclock come out from the Sojourn, finding Megusaka, and it does look like this will just be a wipe for WSC. But we did claim point, giving us a few extra percent from that fight.
Yeah, with WCU now at 83, if they can claim point again, there'll be just one more fight left there.
we don't see a lot of ults in the way of WSC, while we do see Beat and Blossom still on board for WCU. We see a Boop try and go out to try and find that. We see the Beat come out into the grab, and Blossom is still on the board. We do see Megusaka pop his wall, just trying to find these quick picks on their team. But Megusaka does go down to Frambe's Reaper, who is also about to have Blossom, and they are also about to have Window. We do find Point though, but WSC has held it long enough to have 99%. So either way, we are in final fight territory here. Whoever wins this next fight essentially takes this map, and possibly might take Ilios if it's WSC.
Going into this last fight, WSC has 3 ults. They popped one of them.
And we see Zero popping her Blossom as well, but it's not going to be enough as From Base finds 4 of our 5 with Ginger Hair coming in to take out Ultra Cook. And it does look like WSC will take Ilios map 1. And the play of the game is going to be that final ult from Bay in the Lighthouse, finding 4 of them here, and we will get to see it happen. As it does wipe just our entire team, even through Zero's own Blossom. And
yeah, I'm definitely excited for this matchup. Aside from that, kind of the very start of that first map, it was pretty equal, so I think we're gonna be going back and forth here, hopefully.
The next map will be Midtown, one of the new maps from Overwatch 2. And we'll catch you back when we load in.
Initiating match.
And we're back here in Midtown for map 2 in this best of 5 series. It appears both teams are keeping the same player lineup. Let's see who they select. WCU will be defending first, and looks like they're going to try and hold this upper ground.
Defend objective A.
WSC takes the lower route and gets around, gets on point early, and WCU is left back fighting off the Reinhardt. Ultra Cut gets a pick.
Enemy down.
WSC is about halfway to capturing this first objective. And WSC has captured the first objective, now moving the cart.
Hold it.
Coming at you.
Don't fret. I see you.
And Nona gets a pick on their Winston. Ultra Cut gets a pick. And Zario gets a pick.
Good to see you.
WSC has 4 minutes left on this checkpoint. Cart is starting to move backwards, but they're relatively close there. Both teams currently have 2 ults. WSC just got another ult. Both teams get a pick there as well. And WSC reaches the first checkpoint there. Whispers gets a pick on Megasaka. WSC is making good time moving this payload. Let's see if WCU is able to stop them. Zarya pops their ult.
Cybernetics regulating. Hold it.
WSC is taking the high ground here to start to fall on WCU. Nona gets a pick there, as Moose Milk gets a pick on Ultra Cuck. WSC keeps making small progress on the payload.
We do see WSC pop Kiriko's ult, but they do find Kiriko and Tracer as we are trying to stronghold this point, and it does look like we will have a hold, but they are also only 3 meters from going 3-0 currently on the first push.
And we're coming up on the 2 minutes left mark. WSC only has 1 ult going into this next fight. WCU's only gonna have 1.
Depending on how long the fight goes, though, Lucio and Ana can very quickly build ult very respectively, so we will see probably 3 ults on the side of WCU. But they do find Zero as immediately pops Overcharge as they find her with Pulse Bomb. Loose Goose is going to try and contest point, but he gets picked out by Sojourn, and WSC does get the point. So we will move to the other side of things with WCU attacking and WSC defending. Let's hope that this is still an even fight in both teams, or we also go 3-0 and this isn't just a insta wipe in favor of WSC.
WSC finished with 1:28 left if it goes into overtime.
Well, just for some statistics from last week as we get ready to push here, WSC did win their match 3-0 against GV Vikings, as while WCU Crimson did go 0-3 against Northwestern Technical College. So this should be a good map tonight. And here we go, out of spawn, we do see WCU back on that brawl comp that they ran on Ilios that went pretty well, while we do see a Brig on the side of WSC. We'll see how this plays out, as they are going in a tight corridor, which could be bad with the Sojourn on the opposite team. But they do find the Zarya, and that will be the start of the fight, as we do see a heavy push coming out for WCU. Ultra Cuck does hop into his Icicle, healing up a majority of that health, but we do see a pick come out from the Sojourn on the Reaper, and that will probably force a regroup here, as now it is a 5v4. We do see Mega Sokka popping window. Nona is trying to find grab here, while it does look like Frambe will have Blade as well. But Zero does find Frambe before he is able to get Blade off. Sojourn for WSC will probably have Overclock as well going into this fight. But we also see Blizzard and Beat about to be online for WCU. It is a 1v4 on point currently. Now it's a 4v2. And it does look like WCU will take this point though, which is very useful as it was a long stall for WSC on point 1. So
Yeah,
getting this point early is good.
there will be 0 contest from WSC as they just regroup to hold the payload.
Rally pops for WSC, but they do get put inside the grab with a counter grab coming out as well as Blizzard. We see almost every ult pop that fight that had it, which worked out in WCU's favor, but their BAP does have window online with our next ult being Zero's, but only at 70%. So the second fight might be a bit tricky for WCU. There goes the window. We do see a wall come out to block that window, but the wall is taken down very quickly. We see D.Va hopping in front of the wall, something normally they shouldn't do, but we're not finding the ammo field at all, which leads to D.Va taking down, or helping with the takedown of WCU's Nona on Zarya.
WSC is definitely pushing aggressively here, pushing WCU backwards. Looks like WCU is going to regroup and then go in for another fight.
Yep.
We got about 3 minutes left until we have to reach that checkpoint.
But the earlier they can also get that checkpoint, the better off it will be for WCU here, as they do find the Blossom, finding both DPS as well as the BAP and taking out the ammo field, which will lead to probably the point for WCU.
Absolutely.
Unless we see a contest from Lucio, but it does not look like we will, as they regroup to try and hold this final point. We did see WSC finish with a time of 1.5 minutes, which currently WCU is 2 minutes over that, so they will have 2 minutes to push this cart, hopefully to find that point. We do see Blizzard get popped, but immediately eaten by D.Va. And we see the D.Va bomb come out, not finding anyone and giving Nona that charge, but Nona does go down very quickly to the D.Va.
That was a good hold there by WSC. WCU is going to have to regroup, use that speed boost to get on point quicker, and let's see if they can take this next fight. As far as ults go, WCU has 3 ults going into this next fight, where WSC will have 2.
Which we do see the grab come out, we see Beat come out, only finding the Mei though, which I don't know if that will actually be that beneficial, as it does look like it is a team wave. Oh, no, we do still have the Reaper on point. I stand corrected, as there is still a fight going on here for point. We did see Grab and Beat popped there, as well as D.Va Mech was popped on WSC's side. We see window coming out. We don't see any back, or we do see a backup from WSC. But we do see the Mei also walled off, putting herself in between the walls, which is interesting.
It's a play for sure.
Yeah. We see Blizzard come out for WSC, and we also saw Blizzard come out for WCU, but it does not look either of those ults find anyone. But we do see Nona go down to the BAP, but Nona does find the Lucio in the process, and this is going to be another regroup, as there is now only 30 seconds in between the times of WSC and WCU.
Yeah, at this point, WCU is just looking to essentially finish, get it into that tiebreaker situation, but they still have quite a ways to go.
This is a heavy choke for attackers, from what I've noticed on my very couple games on Overwatch 2. Support does play big factors in these choke points on Overwatch 2 now that there is only one tank, but it does look like this might be a stronghold for WSC here, as we're not getting anything through this choke at the moment. Gotta stay optimistic, but at this point, even if WCU does get the point, as long as they have time left, they will have a minute to push, while WSC will have possibly a minute 30, depending on when we see the push. We do see a wall come out protecting against the Diva Bomb, which is beneficial. We do see Grav come out, finding everyone as we find the Mei and the Lucio. The Diva gets demech'd, and we see Baby Diva on cart. Diva is down, and so did Sojourn. This is what WCU needed to get this push off and going. Hopefully they do find this last point with time on the clock. If not, it will just be a minute and 30 seconds for WSC to just get a third of point. We see Window coming out, and we will see Blizzard this fight. As long as we can demech Diva, the Blizzard should be good to go. And there's the Diva demech. We do see a Blizzard come out for WSC and for WCU, both finding almost their entire team for the opposite side. And it is just a fight on point here. But we do go into overtime, which does show that it will just be WSC here that has a chance of taking this map. This is a lost map for WCU at this point in all senses. The only way they get out of this map without losing a point to WSC is a tie.
Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
And we are underway here in overtime. WCU trying to hold out WSC. WSC has an early push, same move they went with last time, taking the underneath round. WSC, and they win it. Uncontested.
Play of the game.
And here's play of the game by Nona Nona. WSC now goes up 2-0 in this best of 5 matchup, and we will be right back following this break. And we're back here for the third matchup between WCU and WSC. We're in an early pause there, but we are back at it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
You can't hide.
Stop the payload.
WSC taking an early push here while they keep just one person back on the cart. Already have 3 picks against 4 picks against WCU, and that's a team kill there.
Widowmaker here. Hana checking in.
Hold it. Thanks for the help.
We have Harambe on WSC popping their ult, getting 2 picks out of that, and another. And we have another team kill for WSC. They're moving this cart quickly. Already through the first checkpoint, have 5 minutes on the clock. Currently have 3 people on the cart. It's not looking good for WCU quite yet, but still plenty of time in this match. And we have Nona getting slapped. Harambe getting a pick on Ultra Cluck. Ginger Hair getting a pick on Zarya. We have Mega Sokka going down. And WCU gets a pick. Loose Goose on Ginger Hair. And Loose Goose gets their ult. Ultra Cuck has his. Nona pops theirs. Stopping the cart just short of the checkpoint. And WSC reaches that second checkpoint. Just over 5 minutes on their clock for their third and final checkpoint to be reached. And we have Ultra Cut getting a pick there on Ginger Hair. As WSC has the cart near the end with 4 minutes, just over 4 minutes left. WCU is going to need to try and hold them out here. And WSC gets 2 picks as WCU gets 2 picks. With WCU being closer to spawn, their players will get back into this fight sooner. Yep, it pushes WSC back as WSC is going to move back to regroup and have another fight going into this point. WSC has 3 ults built up currently, so if they choose to use all 3, this could be their push. And they do use all their ults, getting 3 picks there. Loose Goose uses his ult to keep everyone alive on point, stopping them just short, 1.36 meters short of the finish line. And that will do it. WSC finishes that map with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left on that. We'll see if WCU can turn around and finish up.
Initiating match. Ready for battle.
Thank you.
Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming.
You can see WSC is holding a little further back, letting WCU take this first turn. They're holding the height there, though, on top of that bridge. And Ginger Hair gets the first pick of this round on Zarya. And another pick as Whisper takes down Nona. WCU is pushing back to regroup and go into the next fight. And WSC gets 3 picks on WCU, 4 picks there. It's just Megasaka left, who he retreats back to group up with his team. Got Got a minute 40 left on the clock here. WCU is going to need to keep pushing this cart to reach that checkpoint.
Don't fret. I see you. You're powered up. Get in there.
WCU has 3 ults going in. Ultra Cut uses his. And Nona just pops his. WSC uses window. And WSC gets 2 picks on them. WCU is going into last fight territory and is going to have to stay on that cart to reach that checkpoint. WCU will have 2 ults going into this last fight.
No one can hide from my sight.
And a nice pick there from Zarya. And with only 15 seconds left here, they're going to have to push cart real soon. And with Nona switching the ball, Nona's doing a good job keeping WSC off that cart. And that will do it. Play of the game goes to Whispers from WSC.
Experience tranquility.
And that'll do it for this stream. WSC goes up 3-0 on WCU. We will be back later to watch WCU Slate at 9 o'clock. Thanks for watching.